There are certain karmic cycles that are coming up to be cleared, right? And it's important to remember that both divine feminine and divine masculine have karmic cycles, patterns, attachments. Okay, so there's connections, there's loops, and what's coming through is something. I think it's a particular, specifically a connection, and also divine feminine. This is very much for you as well. Okay, I think maybe it's the eclipse season that we're coming to. The lunar eclipse is going to really allow you to purge. You might already be experiencing it, or you're going to be. Okay, it's something to do with something from across lifetimes. I said this before. Remember that your karmic contracts are also soul agreements. Okay, so very important for your soul evolution and expansion. Okay, that doesn't mean it's easy, that you go through whatever you go through. Okay, this is a collective who I'm talking to who have very much been working on themselves. They're at a point where they're ready to close this out, to clear through this. It's something that you might not even realize is still lingering because you've been so focused on yourself. It's an energy that might even have been from a while ago that comes back, that you realize is still around. It might be that I'm hearing accessing your energy still, so it could be that maybe you have some kind of, you're available, maybe an online platform, or maybe you see each other in a place, work, or wherever you go, bumping into each other, wherever it is, something like that. Okay, but it's very much something to do with forgiveness. It's something about forgiveness, and I don't even think that, I think as you're listening to this, you won't even necessarily resonate. You'll be like, wait, what? Because it's so strange, the energy that's coming through. It's kind of like you won't even realize there's still something there to forgive. But if you think about the karmic energy that's coming through, there is still something there. It's kind of like that's keeping you in something that's from lifetimes, not just this lifetimes. Okay, so there's definitely some kind of connection that you've known before. Of course, no one and nothing compares to your divine counterpart. It's just all your connection that you have with your divine counterpart. Okay, but sometimes karmic connection, the unhealthy kind of karmic connections that you can get into, can also be souls that you've known in past lifetimes. Okay, so let's see. Okay, we've got straight away, we've got the King of Coins and the Four of Coins. So this could be someone who is a masculine energy that you're connected to. It says ultimate provider and material attachment, so it's kind of interesting what's coming through. That kind of just fell out there. That was upright as well. The Six of Wands. Congratulations. So whatever this is that you're going to be closing out is going to be putting you onto your path of abundance. I think right about now, maybe whoever I'm talking to, that might be something that you struggle with, because whatever this connection is that you're releasing is something to do with your sacral chakra, which would make sense because your relationships are connected there. All these cards have just flown out. The Moon, the subconscious mind. Interesting. This is what I mean, but I think it's something in the subconscious. And this is coming up because you're ready for it to come up. And as a result, you're actually finding yourself, and you might not even care about what I'm about to say next because you're so focused on you, but you're actually coming closer to union, sacred union, but you're finding it within yourself. Especially as you're about to close out this karmic loop. It feels like something lingering, or, we've got the Knight of Wands. This is beautiful. You're going to be changing the outcome. 10 of Swords in reverse, changing the outcome. Wow, I feel like this could be someone who's very much releasing their external attachments, ways of thinking. Because you've got the Knight of Wands here. And it says swept off your feet. So I feel like maybe the Tower in reverse, a narrow escape. Someone's really doing things differently this time. The Devil, unhealthy attachment. That's what I'm talking about. That's being cleared through. Let's just find out some more. I'm really intrigued. Okay. There's definitely something about the lunar eclipse, though. It's bringing up something, and it always does. Lunar eclipses is really to do with the karmic kind of energy that you're going to be shown, because eclipse season, divine takes over, right? The cosmos take over. It's going to show you what needs to be purged, and it's going to give you the opportunity to do that. The Lovers. This is what I mean. You're getting closer to union, but that can only come by releasing this unhealthy attachment that's still lingering. And it might even be some, I'm seeing like maybe I'm hearing marriage as well for someone as well. So maybe you've been closely connected to someone. It was to do for the purpose of money or status, looking a certain way, something like that. Okay. Someone's definitely had an unhealthy attachment. Look at this. Look at her, the Empress. Pregnant. That's really stuck out there. And that's come out with the congratulations. Maybe someone genuinely is about to hear news or something. Interesting. Okay, so whatever's happening here, the unhealthy attachment, it may even be that in a divine masculine energy that you're releasing that unhealthy attachment to needing kind of, maybe you were in a connection with someone and they provided for you in a certain way and it was just unhealthy, but you thought that that's who you needed to be with. That's what they were, it's kind of like they were filling a void of a foundation that you had built from a young age, you know, from maybe a parent figure that either wasn't there or emotionally was absent. King of Swords, yeah. It's time to get underneath that subconscious mind and stop acting like there's like a void in emotion and actually address it. Knight of Coins. Wow. That's gone from Knight of Wands to Knight of Coins. That's much more stable. Slower but thought through this time. Yeah. Wow, someone's really digging into their mind. Good. I think also I feel like if this is a divine feminine energy, you don't want that energy anymore where you're just like, it feels like it's just, you know, so quick and like everything all at once, so much impulse that you don't find your steady ground, your stability, your safety, so you can truly flourish because you're in your divine feminine now. This congratulations that has come out with the Empress. It's like you're doing beautifully. And now you're like, yeah, I want that kind of steady progress that I can trust. Interesting that they came through as well. Seizing the day to change the outcome. There's going to be an opportunity coming through. Eight of Swords has come through with the Tower in reverse, then Ace of Swords. So someone's finally, this self-entrapment that they've had, you know, this kind of way that they were allowing themselves to stay, it's kind of, I'm hearing flip reverse. So it's like with that Tower in reverse, they are, there's something happening where it's kind of like your mindset is shifting and it's actually happening in perfect timing. With this Ace of Coins here, there's a new beginning on the horizon. So it's kind of like, whatever this is, this narrow escape, it feels like it's very much just some kind of karmic cycle that you can very easily go through again. So it's kind of like with the Two of Cups there at the bottom, someone needs to be focused on their alignment right now, their soul alignment, what feels so good to their heart, not just their ego getting fulfilled and validated. Really important. Queen of Coins, and that's come out with the King of Coins, but she's in reverse. That's interesting because the Devil's there too in between them both. King of Wands, it was like this and I did this, so that's interesting because the King of Wands has come out and the Four of Swords, so it's kind of like unpredictable in terms of leading. So it's kind of like someone's juggling. They're kind of thinking, okay, how do I lead this? When do I take action? Wow, there's really this need to release this unhealthy attachment. It has something to do with a full sense of stability. Truly. Six of Coins, and that's come out with Six of Wands and the Empress. Strength at the bottom of the deck, giving and receiving. It's like no longer just being either hyper independent or just so totally dependent on someone outside of you. You're finding this internal balance, and as a result, you're finding your purpose and your path, which is actually calling in your person too, the right person. Strength at the bottom of the deck. That's beautiful. You're getting in this energy of really giving and receiving from a place where there's balance, you know. Balancing act, yeah. Someone's had so much on their mind and it's like logic has led again and again and again. Ten of Cups in reverse, that's interesting. Disconnected family. So maybe it's something to do with family, or someone's connected to you when it comes, like when it's like there's something to do with family that's important. Maybe it was their family that was involved. There's something there anyway. 4 of Wands, celebrating union. That's changing the outcome. Okay. So basically what could have happened here, you could have had the 10 of Cups is what I'm hearing, but things just did not go right. Okay, whatever this is. And now it's kind of like there's going to be this changing the outcome so that you can really focus on it's like you're no longer allowing your energy to be dispersed to the past. You're focused ahead. You want to move forward. The World, seeking closure, it says in reverse, seeking closure. So I think that you're actually going to be giving yourself that closure. I'm also hearing this energy of releasing this mindset about who someone else needs to be. Like they need to be in this certain role. They need to look away a certain way, you know, these tick boxes. It's like releasing that and allowing yourself to truly receive what you, it's like you're conceiving your new world. yourself, and it's going to you're going to align with that outside of you, you know, in your physical world as well. Okay, the Fool, free spirit. Wow, beautiful. And this is why that's come out with the Tower reverse. It's kind of like you're taking a leap of faith. You know, you're taking a leap of faith. You're not going to allow this self-entrapment to stop you anymore. You're going to allow yourself to, you know what, I think there's this energy of, because with eclipse season, I always say surrender is so important in eclipse season, so important. There's also something about here, interesting, so 5 of Swords and the Queen of Wands at the bottom of the deck. So King and Queen of Wands and King and Queen of Coins, Pentacles, so that's kind of like earth and fire. Doing things in a way that may not be approved by society, the external, or whatever it is that you thought you needed to follow. There's definitely something here about releasing these attachments, the unhealthy attachments, especially when it comes to something to do, it could be money or status, something like that's really important, because that's kind of held someone back here. Yeah, 3 of Swords, it's time to overcome sorrow, and 3 of Coins at the bottom of the deck, 3-3, and start to do things together. There's a togetherness. Whatever this is, it's going to open up this room to really move forwards and with this new perspective, and take this leap of faith now towards where you're internally being guided. And I think there's something massive about the cosmos here. Someone's really learning how to honor what's happening beneath the surface. This is going to be the opportunity to do that. And with the Tower in reverse, I think that this message has come in time, because it could have been just another cycle repeated, and now it's kind of like, hold on, check your mind. Where is your mind taking you right now? Because now it's going to be time to do things differently, a whole new journey with this Fool, and you can overcome that sorrow that you keep allowing yourself to fall into, and really allow the energy of doing things together, not being just so like self-focused. And this is, fertility is a big deal here, whatever. Something about fertility is a big deal, okay? Number 5, 7, tree, grounded, health, vitality, roots, personal growth, past lives. Yeah, past lives was coming through before. Evolving. You're evolving from those past lives now. This is a beautiful opportunity for you to really, like, on a soul level, expand. Your connection to divine is so paramount right now. So paramount. Your health is going to feel better as well. Okay, there's something about that. That's why it's like this message of tending to yourself is so important, not just relying externally for someone to validate you or whatever, because there might still be some kind of codependency lingering, and now is kind of like the time to get, you know, even if someone's not physically present, on that energetic level, you might still maybe be relying on them, or on an energetic level, or something like that, you know. Feminine energy, so it could be feminine energy I'm speaking to right now, especially with the Empress that's come through. Okay. I think that for a long time you haven't taken the lead when it came to, you know, other people outside of like a connection. For a long time you've kind of, maybe you yourself have been focusing on your abundance path, but this is a union, which is what's come out with the Lovers, has been on your mind. So you've been making certain decisions, I think, very differently than what you had before the bouquet. I love this. This is beautiful. Number 9, I think you're going to do 29 as well. I think whatever you're about to do, you're going to do beautifully. Happy. You're going to find happiness, harmony, beauty, Empress. Creativity, a gift, art, reconciliation, expressive, gratitude, appreciation, openness, love, warmth. It's important to remember who and what is in your alignment versus who and what is not. Okay, I think this is going to be that major kind of opportunity for you to clear through the mind that might still have you stuck, okay? Yeah, clouds, you might still be in that energy. Number 6. Doubts, hesitation, there's a lack of clarity. Some things are beyond view, they're unclear, right? There's been misunderstandings in the past, and this is what you're clearing through in your mind. Firefly, illumination. So I think this is, again, what's going to allow you to recognize what is still kind of lingering and release yourself. Oh my God, sunrise. Number 6 again. 6 is important. Happy beginning, new day, darkest before dawn. This is that energy. So you're about to kind of like, you're going to be reaping what you sow, truly. Hope, clarity, obstacles overcome, problems end, bright future, awakening, fresh start. That's what's coming. Once you handle this the way you need to, and you really allow yourself to, this is to do with lifetimes as well, past lives. From the past lifetimes long ago, enduring, take it slow. Whatever this is that's going to come through, take it slow. Focus on you, but not in a selfish way. That's important, because don't forget the Empress, she's also really, she operates from her heart with boundaries. She knows her worth. She doesn't disrespect others outside of her, you know. Because don't forget this journey, this soul journey, everyone has their like darkness on their soul journey, okay? It's no excuse. but it's better to just stay in your alignment, okay? The iceberg, number 26, more than meets the eye. Yeah, the subconscious mind, again, buried memories. Something's going to come up for you, if it hasn't already, for you to really hone in on. This is where you're going to need to balance that mind space. This is going to give you the opportunity to really like become that leader of your own path now, truly feel it as well. Cycles, number 25, rings, agreement, pact, cycles, promise, karma, closure. Again, circle of trust, committed, contracts, partnership. It literally says reaping what you sow. I just said that. This is such a profound opportunity, and it makes sense with eclipse energies as well. And if you're not listening to this at that time, then it's certainly found you for a reason, okay? So let's see, one more, just to see. Okay. Ooh, okay, and then look at that, the Wheel of Fortune, the bottom of the deck. That's all to do with fate and karma, okay? And what's come out is a Maya. So you might get really, number 23 and 7, you might be feeling really anxious about this, worried. This is about, and I think this could be something from the past that has made you feel like this in the past. Illness, fatigue, stress, deteriorate, reduction, loss, theft. Yeah, it could be again. Maybe it was to do with, maybe you're giving more when it came to money as well in this kind of like connection, whatever it is. Irritation, filth, decay, fear. You might be feeling that fear bubbling beneath the surface, okay? So look after yourself. It's a really important time for you to take care of you now, okay? I'm just going to get some more information to see what else you might need to be aware of. It definitely feels like you're going to be overcoming this though this time, because you're checking yourself. Like I said, you've been working on yourself. You know what decisions to make from your heart this time, right? The Emperor at the bottom of the deck as well. Element of water could be important. So it's talking about staying in your compassion, in your intuition, trust your intuition. 50-50, things are fluid right now. That's going to be all based on how you handle what's coming next. Believe it or not. Okay. But with that 3 of coins, I feel like it's actually you getting away from that kind of, it's almost like such a narrow way of thinking, and you're opening up, you're opening your heart and your mind, and you're really allowing yourself to receive the right people. Okay. From a healthy space, not attachment and codependency anymore. That's what makes all the difference. Leo and then Cancer, the Chariot at the bottom deck. So Cancer season, Leo season could be important, maybe connected you. Willpower, determination, success, action. Yeah, that's the energy you're stepping into. And this Leo card, it's a strength card. Courage, confidence, persuasion, wisdom, power. You're going to be gaining that for sure. Taurus, the Hierophant, traditions, rule, marriage. It could have very well have something to do with like a high level commitment. That I'm hearing someone might have regretted because it was based off unhealthy kind of drivers. Leaders, faith, rulers. I honestly feel like this is someone who maybe you were really led by like institutions outside of you and the rules and how you should do things and all that kind of stuff, right? And now it's time to do things differently. Cardinal energies, leader, ideas, beginnings, birth, time to get going. Element, earth. Practical, dependable, grounded. Justice, divine justice, karmic. Again, there's so many things here talking about karmic energies, which is what this is about. So it's confirmation. The Tower again, the bottom of the deck. Legal matters, truth, integrity, fair and balanced. It's time for you to also, I'm going to get the Empress and the Virgo as well. So those energies could be important. You've experienced heavy changes in the past. Don't let it trap you in the mind this time. This is time for you to free yourself, because massively divine justice is at work here, and it's trying to ground you. It's trying to make you find this beautiful sunrise energy, that beautiful new hope and clarity ahead. So there's someone here in the past, they've had they've been quite unpredictable because of the unhealthy attachments that they've had, okay, around them. It's like they're seen as someone who's like, you know, got it all together, the ultimate provider kind of energy, for themselves or even others around them. But they're definitely someone who, beneath the surface, in the back of the mind, there's been a lot of kind of disconnect, and they're really seeing that. They're really understanding what it means to be together and celebrate together, and no longer have this like division, this tearing apart, this also misalignment, because I think that, you know, there's been choices made in the past that were, again, those unhealthy attachments, you know. So this time someone's escaping that. It's confirmation with that Tower, a narrow escape. I just wanted to get some animal cards. Okay, so we've got Wolverine here. So that is to do with inner demons, unpredictable again. This is going to be so based off what someone decides. They're going to need to check their mindset, really. Number 20. Power struggles, wild, possessive, inner demons, elusive, determined, fearless. So it's kind of like finding that energy between when are you actually following your divine, your divine light, I was going to say, inside you that's guiding you, and being fearless in that sense, versus when are you just not giving about anyone else and anyone else's feelings, and just like basically operating on ego, yeah, but also like this immature energy that's coming through. Owl, trying to see past it, trying to see past your own BS, but also, other people who are trying to constrain your heart, your soul that has been guiding you. Oh my God, the Phoenix. This is your time. This is your time to Phoenix. You've been going through those fires, and now this is the opportunity to no longer just be overcome by them. You have been overcome by them in the past. Now it's time to rise and soar as you fly out of those fires and you become that Phoenix. Number 24, death and rebirth. Immortal, catalytic heart awakening. Rising up from the ashes, total transformation, complete renewal. Number 19, the eagle, challenging the status quo. That's everything that I feel like with all these attachments, especially externally. Yeah, breaking free. Longevity, regal, proud, opportunity, new hope. So yes, stay in your, you have certain standards because it's based off what you know is right for you, not from your ego, from your heart and your soul, because you've been through what you've been through. You know what you're worthy of now. Honor that. Honor your boundaries from your heart again, okay? You're going to be gaining a much clearer perspective on the past, the present, and also that future that you see, okay? Which is what you're going to have the will to really take that leap of faith towards. Got the ladybug at the bottom of the deck as well. Love that. Number 3, okay? Vibrant, abundant life. That's what is that's what's available to you moving forwards. Okay, it's like this reinvention of yourself right now. The wheel is going to be turning very differently because things are becoming illuminated to you in a way that they haven't before, and you're honoring that. Okay? You're no longer it says fate, karma, cycles, forces of the universe are at play right now. Getting what you deserve. It's out of your hands, destiny, synchronicity. So pay attention to what is happening inside your body, inside your mind, inside your heart, especially when third party energies show up knocking at your door or in their energy field, whatever it is. Take a moment, truly, before you make a decision, because it's going to be an opportunity to really lay down the firm foundations of your future now. Yeah, and no longer cycle and repeat. You're going to be creating a new journey for you, adventure. It's your path now, your freedom. I'm hearing independence as well, not codependence, which is going to align you in this beautiful, like, celebrating union energy that's coming forwards. You're becoming the right person for that. It's beautiful. I just wanted to find out if there's anything else that you need to be aware of. So you've got death here, so it's definitely a transformation, external change as well as internal is taking place. And we've also got overcoming despair. Got a lot of overcoming the darker, shadowy energies within you. So that's beautiful, okay? However, there is this kind of energy of being mindful, that you're not led by passion in a way where you just like you need an outlet and you quickly go to what it is that is that karmic cycle. Okay, that's what you're going to need to be mindful of, because once again we've got 2 of Cups in reverse this time, and this says unhealthy attachments. We've got unhealthy patterns, unhealthy attachments, so it's going to come up, okay? But strength and invisible forces within you, and it's powerful. That's what you get to tap into now. Have faith in it. It's not about who and what is outside of you, it's about what is within you. You need to stop believing in yourself, and I think you are more than you have done before, okay? Laying down your burdens, 10 of Wands in reverse, that is incredible. And then you've got awareness and insight. So whatever is you're learning now with this new cycle, it's going to bring you this new way of making decisions that are going to influence your actions forwards, which is going to create this beautiful, more harmonious energy, more grounded, more unity in your energy moving forwards, much more on your divine alignment. This is powerful. I just wanted to get a couple of these again. We got the devil and the moon again, so it's definitely, and the moon twice actually. Oh my god, twin flames under there as well, so maybe you resonate with that. But it's definitely some kind of cycle that's coming through. You're gonna feel like a test. Your subconscious mind is gonna want to take over. The addictions, the anxiety, the restrictions, the shadow is coming through, okay? But it feels like with this Phoenix, like you have got it within you, that will to really overcome this, to escape that narrow escape energy. There's something important about the next 4 to 8 weeks where you really start to see yourself clearly now. So you're going to start to see yourself very differently. Because don't forget, after the lunar eclipse, you have the solar eclipse, which is about the powerful new beginnings that you are going to allow yourself to open up to once you clear through whatever this is, okay? It's not easy, but you have it within you. That's the beauty of this. Look at this sunrise. right? There's more than meets the eye with whatever's taking place. Look after your health. It's so important for you to look after your health. I mean it. Okay. And that can be easy if like you're so used to just not taking care of yourself. Time to see your worth. Okay. Sending so much love. Let me know if this was for you.